Hello everyone, welcome back to the Zekko football channel. Today we're talking Chelsea, and in particular, their lack of goals. Now, unlike many people, I actually don't think that Chelsea's season is over. I definitely think it's teetering on the edge, but it's not done quite yet. And if they were able to find some goals, I think they'd be able to turn it around. Chelsea currently sit on 35 goals scored this season, which isn't really a lot, but their expected goals is actually 44. That's 9 goals higher than what they currently have, which tells me one thing. They're not putting the ball in the back of the net, and that's down to the strikers that they currently have at their disposal. So they need a striker, and the January transfer window is the perfect time to do it. It's the perfect time to save their season. And that's where we come in. Today I've composed a list of 5 strikers that I think could come into Chelsea and really do a job up front. If you're new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe, you like the video, and you turn on those notifications. But without further ado, let's get into it. We're starting off with a bang and a player that you might not have heard of, Serhou Guirassy. Now, I'm probably butchering that pronunciation, and if I am, I apologise, but the Ghanaian forward has been doing absolutely fantastic in the Bundesliga, and he has been really putting himself into those really high echelon numbers. Put it this way, he's played 14 games in the Bundesliga, he scored 17 goals and got 1 assist. That's 18 goal contributions in 14 games. Not only that, but he averages 0.94 goals per 90. That puts him in the 99th percentile against players in other top 5 leagues in his position. That's pretty special. And what's even better is when I tell you that he averages 3.4 shots per 90. Now think about it. He averages a goal a game from around about 3 or 4 shots per 90. That's pretty incredible. That's exceptional marksmanship. He's tall, he's strong, he's good with the ball at his feet, and he knows how to find the net. What could be better? Well, Chelsea fans, listen up when I tell you that he has a release clause of, wait for it, 15 million euros. That's not 50, that's not 100, 15, 1-5. If that's not an invitation to go and get one of Europe's top flight strikers currently, I don't know what is. And he seriously could change the way that Chelsea think about the game going forwards, and at the very least be a better option than what they currently have. Number 2 is a very well-known player that pretty much everyone should know right about now, Thomas Müller. Now, if you're saying Thomas Müller, he's old, well, you'd be kind of right on that. But I think that's exactly what Chelsea need. If you think about the amount of players that Chelsea have at their disposal, so many of them are under 25. A lot of them are under the age of 21. And when you think about that lack of experience, the ability to bring in a player with the experience, the level-headedness, and the ability to find the goal like Thomas Müller, I think it's a pretty perfect match. He hasn't been starting or playing too many games for Bayern Munich, and that's because his career is dwindling. He's starting to get less game time, he's getting tired a little bit more, but a new challenge could be on the horizon in the form of a club from London that wears blue, and he would want to experience the Premier League, you would have thought, before he retires. Bayern Munich has been a wonderful place for him to play. However, I think to get the final meters and lengths out of his game time, I think he could do with a move. And what better place than in a free-flowing attacking side that needs a goal scorer with a lot of experience. For context, he's played 14 games, he's got 1 goal and 6 assists, 7 goal contributions in 14 matches. That's a goal contribution every 2 games, which really isn't that bad considering his age and considering the fact that he doesn't really have a lot of game time. But his experience and his ability to find the net will come and shine through, especially if Chelsea get him either on a loan or a cheapish deal from Bayern Munich for him to start one of the final chapters of his illustrious and brilliant career. I think it's a pretty decent match. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This one's a wild one. Dusan Vlahovic. Now, I know that a lot of people have really given up on Vlahovic considering his move to Juve didn't really set the world alight. He's been riddled with injury and he hasn't been able to get a good year of game time under his belt. That being said, he's still putting up pretty decent numbers. For this season in Serie A, he's played 18 matches, scored 9 goals and got 3 assists. That's 12 goal contributions in 18 matches, which isn't bad at all. And when you consider the fact that he's 23 years old, he is exactly in the age bracket that Chelsea are looking for, because apparently they can't buy anyone over the age of 25. Considering Juventus's limited spending power and limited financial ability at the moment, Chelsea might be able to get a better deal for Vlahovic, or even negotiate some kind of a swap deal, perhaps a loan, something to be able to get Vlahovic out of Juve and in the colour of the mighty Blues. As I said, it's a wild one, and it's something that might not be able to be negotiated in January, considering the limited spending that Chelsea have on themselves at the moment, but it's definitely one to consider, especially with him being so young. I think there's a player in there. It just takes the right coaching, the right mentality, and the right team to bring out the goals. Bear with me on this one. Karim Benzema. So I'm not entirely sure on the ins and outs of it, and I don't really know the full context, but what I understand is that Karim Benzema is experiencing some kind of difficulty and some kind of problem out in Saudi Arabia, and it's touted that he might be open to some kind of loan move to somewhere back in Europe. And although he has been playing in Saudi Arabia, obviously not with the pace or the dynamism of the European leagues, I still think Benzema, although he's 36, 37 years of age, will still have it, at least for a shorter period of time. Now, if this is going to happen, it will need to be a loan move. I don't think that Al Ittihad will be wanting to get rid of Karim Benzema permanently, and that might work in Chelsea's favour, because I don't think Chelsea would want him for an extended period of time. They just need someone to be able to put the ball in the back of the net, and that is definitely something that Karim Benzema can do. He hasn't lost that. You don't lose that kind of sharpness in your brain. Even though you might not be as physically fit, I think get the ball in and around him and he'll be able to slot it home, even for 6 months. It wasn't too long ago that he was Real Madrid's main man, and why can't he be the main man somewhere else in Europe? Somewhere like Chelsea. Stats-wise, he's alright. He's played 15 games, he's got 9 goals and 6 assists. 15 goal contributions in 15 matches is not bad at all. A massive asterisk around that though, because obviously it's in the Saudi Arabian league, and the quality isn't necessarily up to where Chelsea are. But that's okay, and he is a proven goalscorer. We know this from his time at Real Madrid. And I think that if Chelsea managed to secure a loan for Benzema, it might be one of the shrewdest pieces of business we see this year. Last but not least, we have number 5, and it might be the most ambitious one of all. Viktor Gyökeres. Okay, I'll admit it from the get-go. It's pretty unlikely that Chelsea are going to be able to secure his services in January. But the summer is rolling around pretty soon, and I think that Chelsea need to be keeping their eye on him. He's one of the hottest prospects in Europe currently. He's played 16 games for Sporting Club de Portugal, and he's got 11 goals with 8 assists. That's 19 goal contributions in 16 matches. Not bad at all. He's a top talent and really starting to come to the prime of his career. 25 years of age, and I really liked him when he played for Coventry. He was one of the main reasons getting them to that playoff final. Unfortunately, Coventry didn't make it to promote into the Premier League, and he got his move to Sporting Club de Portugal. But even then, a lot of Premier League clubs had interest in him. But Sporting Club de Portugal managed to get it over the line, and they are now reaping the benefits of his goal-scoring talent. Now, I did say it is unlikely that they will secure his services in January if they are interested, and that's because, well, it is. It's down to Sporting Club de Portugal's valuation of him at 100 million euros, and they say they will not sell him for anything less than that in January. Now, due to Chelsea's recent spending, it wouldn't surprise me if they somehow managed to cough up 100 million squids for someone that they need right now. But, considering their financial implications and the recent instalment of sustainability and profitability from the Premier League, I doubt they'll be doing any major spending in January, unless some notable players go out the door first. But mark my words, Chelsea fans, he is one to look out for. If not in January, then definitely this summer. Viktor Gyökeres. And that's it. Those are the 5 strikers. But now I want you to let me know your thoughts. Who do you think Chelsea should sign in January and why? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something new. And I hope to see you in the next one. But until then, my friends, take care.